my mom looked up and she was cutting onions, right, for the restaurant. She looked up and she just said, "My son," and started crying.
This past week, I had the utmost pleasure and honor of sitting down with legendary actor Tzi Ma. You may know him from The Farewell, Tigertail, Rush Hour, and the upcoming live-action remake of Mulan, available exclusively on Disney Plus September 4th. We talked about everything, and you can listen to that entire episode right now on Spotify. The link is in the description. But in this YouTube clip, he talks about being accepted in America and growing up with racism. Have a look. But not before getting my merch, which is also in the video description bar below. Enjoy the clip.
You seeked validation at every corner from the parents.
Not exactly, because I was the entertainment, man.
Yeah. Oh, class clown. Similar to myself.
Everybody's
Wow.
working, you know, and I want to be everybody to be happy.
Right.
So I make them laugh. And
What did you do?
I dress up, you know. I put scarves on my head, you know. Talk like this.
Did you do like Elvis impressions? Did you do?
No, too young. I didn't know Elvis, but I mean, I would do anything and anything for them to be happy.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I think children are like that.
Right.
You know, they want people around them to be okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Did it work?
I think so. I think it planted the seed for me anyway, as you know, to becoming who I am today. Right.
Yeah,
And so,
sure.
And then the other kind of interesting ingredient really is to going into junior high school, or elementary, from elementary school to intermediate school. Your sphere expands. The other community that's coming into the picture that don't really know you. Mm-hmm. That's when the racism happens.
Right.
Happens in a very overt way. You know, you fight. If the first week of intermediate school, I fought every day. Every day there was a fight. You know, and I was like,
And you were the one who you were picked on. You were the one who, you know.
Yeah, I was the novelty, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, no one looked like me in the school.
Right. No one looked like me either. I
Yeah.
went to an all-white school.
There you go.
I had this kid. I still remember his name, and I can say it here. Carl. Carl. And I remember he said to the other kids, he was like, "Ew, Peter's Chinese." And then that same night, I went home, and I had to have like a heart-to-heart with my dad, because I didn't know, I suppose, that I was Chinese or that I was different from everybody else.
That's
even though I
right.
was born in Canada, I still had no idea. Actually, it's even worse because I had the notion that, I'm just like these kids. Mm-hmm. There's nothing different about me. Mm-hmm. It had to be something that was observed.
Learned.
Or learned.
Absolutely learned. I mean, you know, these things, and you're not prepared for it either, because it happened to you, and then you scramble.
Yeah.
Right. You really have to figure out how to deal with all of this stuff happening to you. I remember coming home one day in the first week, and my mom looked up and she was cutting onions, right, for the restaurant. She looked up and she just said, "My son," and started crying. I was going, "Man, what's wrong with you?" So what I didn't, I went in, you know, I went straight to my room, right, and I had a mirror in the room. Then I realized why she was crying. My white shirt was all torn and was bloodstained.
Your blood?
From the fight, yeah.
From the fight.
And probably some of his.
Some of his.
Right. And then I had like blood caked on my cheek, and, you know.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, man, you know,
Right.
I felt bad. I didn't feel bad because I got cut. I felt bad I ripped the shirt." You know?
You probably had to, you work to pay your bills. You work to pay for your shirts as well.
I work, right? I mean, it's a family restaurant. Nobody's exempt.
No.
Child labor law, forget it. Out the window, man.
Yeah, because you were working. I mean, you said you were a family of 7, but how old were you when you?
At the restaurant?
Yeah.
When we bought the restaurant, I was like around 8 or something.
8, yeah.
Yeah, I was doing dishes. That's what I was doing.
Yeah,
I could
that
do
was your role.
That was my role. You know, put me on a soapbox and just wash dishes, right?
Yeah.
So that was the easy job. They got the hard job. So, but junior high school was an experience. That's when I said, you know what, I got to do something about this racism.
Yeah.
People are picking on me.
So even at a young age, you noticed that they were picking on you because you were different, not because of, just regular, whatever reason it may be to start bullying someone for whatever reason. They were bullying you because you look different.
Absolutely, because there's telltale signs of that. They pull
Right.
their eyes out the back, and
Sure.
they make these funny sounds, and that's supposed to be me.
Right.
And I'm just going like, okay, they're not. He's not doing it to anybody else but me. So
Yeah.
this got it. It's exclusive for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, you learn that.
Right.
And I said, okay, there's something I need to do to combat this stuff, right? So I took martial arts.
Wow. No way.
Oh yeah, I went and there was a gym called the Crownwell Center, and it had a boxing gym in it. Okay, and there were these African American dudes who came back from Japan who taught martial arts.
Wow.
They're both Green Berets, and God
And
bless
that's who
them.
you learned from.
I learned from
You
these-
learned from a couple of African Americans
Absolutely, man.
how to fight these guys off, and this was in the project.
We moved from the projects already. This project was in Manhattan.
Oh, right,
So
right,
we
right.
moved from the projects in Manhattan to Staten Island.
To Staten Island, yes.
Yeah, and I started studying martial arts, with these African American gentlemen, and I said, that's not enough because I'm tired of fighting. Winning the fight doesn't mean that much anymore.
Yeah, because the next day there could be another fight.
Yeah, you just don't know, right? I mean, it could be ambushed, right? So I said, gotta find another way. I need to find some way to be accepted.
Yeah.
Okay. And I was a fairly good artist. So I drew well. And my art teacher, Mrs. Harper, God bless her heart, was also the drama club teacher.
Oh.
So she was a lover of musicals. And she would take us to Broadway to see if you were part of the drama club, right? So I said, you know what, Mrs. Harper, do you think I could join the drama club? She goes, of course, Ty. You can join the drama club. I would be happy to have you. I said, okay, that's cool. So I joined the drama club.
Yeah.
And in the junior high school or intermediate school, I don't know what you call it in Canada,
Yeah.
but
Same thing.
that is the event of the year, the school play. Right? Everybody comes, the audience is full, and it's really festive, and it's all really a good time to be had for everyone.
Yeah.
And that was the beginning, really, to kind of, because I was in the school play, you become somewhat of a celebrity. You're special. You're the cool kid in town, right?
Sure.
So you people start to back off on all of this funny stuff, particularly when we're doing musicals. These are all classic musicals, like Annie Get Your Gun. you
Yeah.
know.
Oh, I did. We did Andy Get Your
You
Gun.
did not?
Yeah. Well, I mean, my character, I was the Chinese waiter. That's
Huh?
all. That's all they gave me.
Dude, that's wrong,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I played Buffalo Bill.
See, there you
So,
go.
I'm telling
you're
you.
already ahead of that in terms of that's the only role that I could go out for.
I
at that
killed
time.
it, brother. I'm telling you now. I represented, man. So don't you forget the weighted thing. I got you covered,
Oh
man.
man, you transcended.
I'm telling you. And I actually did, because when I first came on stage, everybody laughed.
Okay.
It did look kind of funny.
Right.
The cowboy hat and the boots and everything.
Asian cowboy.
Really weird, man. And then, really by the end of the play, I had the most applause. So,
So it was your job, at the beginning of the play, obviously you come out, they laugh at you. So your goal here is to do a switch, is to make them fall in love with your character.
I'm competitive. What can I say? I'm just one of those guys, man. If you want to compete, I'm there.
Yeah.
It's just one of those weird things.
Were you also competitive in sports? Did you play that with martial arts? Did you?
I was.
Okay.
I was I was a runner.
Right.
I love track and fields, but really the gem is really being in the school play.
Yeah.
So and that's how the acting bug
Yeah.
got in there.
That's exactly what I was about to ask you. So, in terms of that one moment where Mrs. Harper says, be happy to have you, was that, I guess growing up, was that sort of your first moment of feeling accepted in America?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's the first time where they get a chance to see you do something that the color of your skin don't matter.
Yeah. It's not dictated by that.
No, because this is just kids playing, right? So I wish adults would start to see, maybe a little bit of just kids playing. That's all it is, right? Yeah, I think it was. I always thought that the arts was a good way to transcend. It was a good way to communicate. Good way for people to look beyond the color of our skin, and look beyond not meaning forgetting it. Look beyond it meaning accepting it.
Right.
Right. We all different, and there's certain value to that, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And that's our job. We got to continue to bridge those gaps, right?
Yeah.
To have people look at us and say, you know what, shit, we're a lot alike,
Right.
in amongst our differences, right? So that's something that we as artists really need to do.